Hello, I'm Krista, and I wanted to share with you this wonderful donation that we had given to us by Xyron. They are the Create a Sticker devices. They're non-electronic, don't require any batteries whatsoever, but they're incredibly useful and versatile. Basically, they're an adhesive, and it is something that I use in lieu of glue or tape runner for those items that maybe require heavier duty adhesive, quick drying, and or tiny little fiddly things where I don't want the mess of glue on my page. At the Encore Dance crop, we were donated 20 of these from our wonderful friends at Xyron, and we were giving those out to those first registered participants at our crop in September on the 24th. So if you were one of those people, you probably know already, and I just want to give you the 411 on how to use it. I like to use these especially for my titles. I have a silhouette cutting system. Many of you may be familiar with that, similar to a Cricut, and it can produce titles in varying sizes. What I like about my silhouette is that it is able to produce joined titles. But some of these joined titles can be quite fiddly, and if that's a word, and difficult to adhere to my page. I've tried glue, and then when I set it down, the glue moves all over, and I get this shiny mess on my page, which for those of you who are perfectionists among us, realize that that's just not acceptable. So when I discovered this, my friend Anne, my scrappy friend Anne, you'll all know who she is. She has been running this crop and facilitated this donation. Thank you, Anne. And when she showed me that she had one of these, I thought, how had I ever lived without it? So the Xyron consists of a plastic housing, a slot with where you enter in your whatever you'd like to adhere, plus a cartridge that comes in, you buy them pretty much at any crafty store, and they just slide in quite easily. The item itself is probably worth $15, and then the cartridges, which last forever, are about $7 to replace. So it kind of just gives you an idea on the cost of using it. But it's no different than a bottle of glue you might buy for $6. So but it does last, and there's absolutely no liquid mess whatsoever. So I'm going to show you how to work this. I just slide in the title of what I'm working for, and as I pull this piece of tape out the back, the Xyron piece slides in through the top, and you'll see that it's coming out here quite neatly. What I like to do is, once I've adhered it, and it quite clearly says rub and peel, I like to just make sure I've adhered it, and once I do, I can separate the two pieces like so. I throw this is the sticky part, I throw that out, and you'll see that my title is adhered nicely here. When I peel it off, like so, the adhesive is on the back, and then I can adhere it anywhere I'd like on my page. Sometimes with the Xyron, there are tiny little bits that might be extra around, around your title, and if that's the case, I just take my eraser and buff them out, which looks perfect, and it's just adhered, and I haven't had to press and fiddle with my glue stick. So try punched out shapes. Those are an option. Some of your Prima flowers, which are tiny. I have bought little tiny glittered embellishments. I've even used this. Some of my thickers, my letters, you choose the big letters, titles that you make, and you're stuck with a Z or in this case an M, left over, and the adhesive eventually starts to go. So I have often used my my Xyron sticker maker to adhere those again. So give those a try. It even will take buttons, some thicker letters too. It sometimes will do that as well. I love it for building with punches, layering my punches, especially if you're doing, you know, like a piece work, ice cream cone or snowman or something, those tiny little pieces will all feed through this machine and make your life really easy. So I hope you were lucky enough to win one of these as part of our registration. Check back for several more tutorial and videos and some of the exciting things we have coming. Thanks again, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on September 24th.